Welcome back. So this is the Wigan roundup. So from now on, these episodes are going to be a bit shorter. They're going to be about 5 to 6 minutes long, and they're going to be goals, and other highlights. So the reason why I'm doing this is because the championship might be a little bit boring, and I think we can win it easily, you know, especially with the team that we've got, the players that we've signed, and you've seen the team before, you've got a feel for the team, and now we're just going to push on through this season, and maybe when we get to the Premier League in the first season, I hope we do, we can, slow it down a bit, get a feel for the Premier League. But we've got a full game against Birmingham, and we are in our yellow kit. This is our away kit, and Birmingham are in their home kit. This is the blue kit, and we are playing away. But this was a pretty cool game to play, lots of good chances, and you know the form that McLean was in the last episode, and a cross from Powell, and straight away from the kickoff. So that was 5 minutes, and Nick Powell was really involved. Another good pass gets to McLean, and it was just going to happen. So that was 1-0 in the 12th minute. I mean, McLean, he's on fire, isn't he? Not literally, but you can just see this pass again. So that was a nice looping pass, cuts the defence in that half volley. So it was just going to happen. 1-0, and that opens up the scoring. And there are going to be lots of goals in this episode, trust me on that. But I just wanted to show you the build-up play and the swagger that we play with. I see that word a lot, swagger. But I think that's the only word I can describe it with. And Nick Powell just slows the game down. Birmingham didn't even attack, but that made it easy for us to, make some of these good linking passes like this. And another good cross. And Goburn gets involved. So Goburn, he's an all-round player. And look at this defence. So got two players marking. Fokkerball, just great cover from Tavernier as well. And they all get ready behind the back. So I just wanted to show you some different plays, not just the goals. And in this play here, ooh, nice shot there. Lualawa's going to come around. He's going to spin. He's going to cross. And look who scored. Makienok. So yeah, Makienok, he hasn't scored a lot in the season, but I think he's found some form. Well, you watch the rest of this episode, he's just going to get involved, but you see how much power he got out of the header. We'll show you again. Lualawa cuts inside, cross, and just a glancing header. So, and he is the tallest player in the field at the moment. He's probably the tallest player in the game. 6'7". He's a door. You saw that power from that header, and that was awesome, wasn't it? So Duncan on the ball now, the big beast, and Bakuna, who's quite a fast player. He flicks it back. McLean just wants to get involved, he wants to score 10 goals a game. Makienok lays it off to himself, and then a great shot there, puts the keeper into a save. And look at this, Birmingham actually had a good chance, but look at that defence. So Gonzalez to Tavernier, and they're just covering well, aren't they? So we're really confident at the back. We got good distribution, as you saw there, but now we've got another goal. So they tried to attack, but they got caught off, and now Makienok, just chops inside, scores here. So that was just a last-ditch effort from Birmingham. You can see there's only got one defender. Makienok cuts inside. He was quite quick in this play, wasn't he? But that was just too easy for us. And, that was in the 81st minute. So that was cool that he was still there trying to go for that goal. But now I'm going to show you some emails. So a couple of quick emails, and they're from Alfred Duncan. So he was happy to play the last game, and I think he's happy at the club and just in general. I've given him a couple of really good chances, and I think he's taken them really well. You saw that in the last episode, just on form. He's a beast. He does everything for me. And he just fills up that midfield position, doesn't he? So now we've got a sim game. I didn't really expect much from this game before I started it. And you can see players like Josh Meekings, who's playing at centre-back. He usually plays left or right back, but I decided to give him a big chance. And 2-2. So goals from Goburn and McManaman. Not to worry though. Hopefully we'd get something out of a Derby County game. And Omar Gonzalez will lead the team out. You can see Hartok behind him. He's the sub-goalkeeper. But we are playing in the DW Arena. This is our new renovated stadium. Omar Gonzalez will lead the team, and alongside him will be Josh Meekings. And I decided, Duncan was happy, with the emails that we got, so I decided to play him in at the centre mid position. And I just thought that would be a good idea. But Derby had a really good chance, a good cross by them. And yeah, that almost led to something early on in the game as well. That was the 17th minute. But that wasn't going to stop us. So Bakuna would pass it off to Makienok. Makienok would take a nice shot in the bottom right corner. So that was his second goal for this episode. Great goal too. And he hasn't scored a lot in the season, but it was good to see him score all types of goals, not just headers. So now we have the Reading game, and I was going to try something a little bit different in this game. So you can see here the formation 4-4-1-1 with Makienok in the top of the attack, because it was just based on this form, this formation. So you can see here early on in the game, well, that was actually the 45th minute, we got a good goal. And, I thought it would be a good idea just to put Makienok all by himself against the 4 defenders or the 2 centre-backs. And I think it worked because, usually strikers like to work by themselves. I know that's the case for Robin van Persie. You know, he likes to work by himself. He doesn't like people clogging up the the box. You know, he doesn't like that. So I thought that would be a good idea just to put him by himself. And you can see here another wicked header. You know, how did he get so much power out of that? You know, just insane. And one of the reasons why I had trouble with Mackinock early on in the season was because of the headers in this game. You know, obviously it was a new game and I just had trouble scoring headers with players. So, you know, I thought it'd be a good idea to buy him though, see what happens, and he gets another good goal. So he's on fire, isn't he? Him and McLean, you know, now I have a really tough choice. You know, who do I put in striker? You know, maybe I have to change the formation, try that 4-4-1-1 again, and have Mackinock at the top and then McLean as a centre forward. You know, maybe that would work, but then where would I put my wingers? But we'll cross that bridge when we get there, but you can just see Ali Habsi almost stuffed up that cross, but it doesn't matter. That was the end of the game, 2-0, 2 goals from him, Mackinock, and now this is the last game, so Sims match against Brentford. We win this game 3-1. That's the end of this highlights montage. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like, share, subscribe, comment, all that stuff, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!